Hello, it's Tuesday, November 10th, and it's a beautiful, beautiful day again. We're being blessed with some unusually warm weather for November. Other good news is that Anna is back in the office after taking a 4-day weekend and being a sun bunny. So, just so you know, she's back and available if you need her. So, I'd like to just talk about a little bit about anger today. We're living in a time where people get angry more easily than they used to. Some of that is this awful pandemic. Um, People are upset more, especially if they become ill, or if someone they love becomes ill, or if they're taking care of people who are ill. It's all extremely stressful and easy to get angry. We just had an election where the vote was almost split down the middle in the country. Of course, that uh, fuels a lot of anger and a lot of division. And so, yeah, anger is more prevalent right now than it has been. Um, so here's what the book of James says in chapter 1. My dear brothers and sisters, take note of this. Everyone should be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry. So sometimes we're mad at ourselves, we're angry with God, or we're angry with someone else, and sometimes it can be like remote. Someone we were angry with 5 years ago, and that memory triggers other things, and um, we're angry with God maybe because of a loss, a death, troubled marriage, our prayers not working out the way we would like them to work out, a health diagnosis, lots of things. And you can just be a little annoyed, or you can be strongly displeased, or you can just be hostile and even leaning toward violence. And physical symptoms happen, such as panic attacks and heart palpitations, sweating, high blood pressure, muscle tension, or tremors. So, anger can damage your health. And I think this is really important and very key to remember. Words that are hurled in moments of anger cannot be taken back. You can't retrieve them, actions or words. Uh, Sometimes words are even more abusive than physical harm. And so if we're miserable, it eats away at us physically, emotionally, and spiritually. And another angle of this is that the world is watching us as Christians to see how we react to unfavorable situations. No pressure, right? But that's what we're called to do, is to live as Jesus would want us to live and be an example to others. I know that sometimes I find myself getting angry with another driver on the road. Maybe they're going too slowly, they don't put their turn signal on until they're halfway through the turn. Really irritating stuff, and I find myself, and then maybe I'll see them go by, and it's a very elderly person, or they have a special needs license plate that I didn't notice before, or something, and I think, why did was I so quick to jump on that person? And I've certainly made mistakes while driving as well. And so when you know that you're more apt to be triggered, your anger be triggered, think about why. Am I just upset about something that I'm not recognizing? Am I bothered by something else? So of course, when you're in your car, nobody else can hear you or see your angry face usually, but what's going on here? And how can I get rid of that and get back to my calm, even keeled self? So, here are just a couple of scriptures besides the one in James. In Proverbs, do not make friends with a hot tempered person. Do not associate with one easily angered, or you may learn their ways and get yourself ensnared. Isn't that a great word? You'll get ensnared. From Ecclesiastes, control your temper, for anger labels you a fool. And from Ephesians, don't sin by letting anger control you. Don't let the sun go down while you are still angry, for anger gives a foothold to the devil. I know some people in relationships vow to not go to sleep until they've resolved whatever anger they might have. And so here are some ways to respond to anger. Turn off the news. Be current but not conflicted. Refrain from heated discussions. Don't engage in social media over hot topics. That's a big one. Sometimes I'm shocked at comments that I see, and I try to keep anything I post very lighthearted or humorous. But once in a while, I see some really upsetting responses that people make to other people's comments. When it's possible, take positive action. Change your circumstances if it's upsetting. Recognize your signs, your angry signs. And last but certainly not least, pray and ask God what you should do regarding the source of anger. Diffuse and release your anger to God, and you'll feel a sense of peace. Blessings.